Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a homemade pizza. This is a staple recipe in our house, and I will be using a pita bread recipe that I use. And this is one of our favorite meals to have on Fridays, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we're going to start off with flour, water, warm milk, yeast, sugar, and olive oil. I'll put the recipe and the measurements down below in the description box. I'm also going to be using Italian seasoning and some sea salt. So first you're going to combine your warm milk and your water. I took the temperature and it was 103 degrees Fahrenheit. You want it to not be too hot so it doesn't kill your yeast, but you want it to be hot enough that it's going to feed it. So I'm going to add in my sugar. I'm going to give that a good whisk to help dissolve the sugar in the mixture, and then I will sprinkle on my yeast, and then I'll whisk that together until it's all combined and the yeast has been dissolved. And then we will wait and let it get nice and foamy and bubbly, and that's going to help our pita bread dough rise really well. Alright, so now our yeast is nice and foamy, so we are going to add in our olive oil. My little helper is helping me today. And so once the olive oil is in there, we are going to give it a quick little mix. Look at all those bubbles, and that is how you know you have a happy yeast. Alrighty, so now we are going to add in our Italian seasoning and our sea salt. So, as you can imagine, me trying to have my 2-year-old help is quite interesting. So, I'm going to make sure we get all of the ingredients into the bowl. Then again, she's just going to get a little whisk, maybe. Oh, no. Into our yeast mixture it goes. Alright, so you're going to sprinkle in the salt. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and put our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. Now my 3-year-old's helping me. Alright, so now I find it easiest to just use a fork and mix it all up until it's combined. And then we will go ahead and lay it on a floured surface and knead for about 5 minutes. Okay, so while I'm kneading this, I figured I would just let you know some of the other uses for this recipe. So this is a pita bread recipe that we have gotten from a Greek chef named Akis. He has a website and a YouTube channel. I believe it's called Akis Kitchen, AKIS Kitchen, where he shares a lot of recipes, and we use this pita bread recipe all the time. We use it for pizzas. We also use it for gyros and anything else that you can think that you would want like a flatbread or pita for. So it's a delicious recipe, and it's really easy. The longest part it takes is just letting it rest for about 45 minutes to rise and double in size. But other than that, it's delicious and it's very easy. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my dough ball to the side and oil a bowl that's going to be big enough for the dough ball to double in size. I just rub oil all around on all sides of the bowl to make sure it's all coated. I'll put my dough in there, and then I'll coat the dough itself with oil, and then I will cover with a damp towel and sit aside for about 45 minutes in a warm area to rise. What I like to do is set my oven to its lowest temperature and let it preheat, and then right before I put the dough in the oven, I'll turn it off and keep the oven light on, and then that usually keeps the environment fairly warm enough to be able to let it rise and proof like it's supposed to. Alrighty, so now my husband is helping me out because I had the baby. So he is just rubbing olive oil along the countertops to get ready to roll out and form our pizza dough balls. So here's the dough after it's risen. So he's going to take it out, and then he's going to form it into kind of like a long log, and then he will divide it into 3 equal parts because you're making 3 pizzas, but you can divide it into as many circles as you would like. If you were making just like pitas for gyros or falafels, then we will cut it into 6 equal parts. So you can really shape it into any kind of shape that you want. We were doing some triangles. Good grief. We were doing some rectangles and one circle one for the girls. And then my husband and I did our own rectangle ones. So he's just showing you that now. And then you put it onto a baking sheet or a pizza pan, whichever you prefer, and set it aside to have the toppings put on it here in a few minutes. Alrighty, so now we are going to add our toppings. You can use, just regular pizza sauce. You can also do pesto, which is delicious. You can do both. Just kind of spread it on there. And then while you're putting your toppings on, you're going to go ahead and set your oven to 450. And then these will bake for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how crispy you want them. This dough doesn't rise a whole lot in the oven. So if you want a thicker, softer crust, you're going to want to make your pizza a little bit smaller. But if you're wanting it more thin and crispy, you want to stretch your pizza dough out a little bit more so that it's thinner, and it'll crisp up in the oven while it's baking. My husband and I like ours with mushrooms and spinach, and then we like to bake ours until it's nice and crunchy and crispy. So that's what we're going to do. But you can do whatever you want to do with your pizza because, honey, it is your own canvas. I love pizza. It is probably my favorite dinner. So anytime I can do it where it's a little bit healthier and not full of things that, you know, I don't want to put in my body, I'm all for it. So now I'm just going to top it with just a little bit of extra cheese, and then you're going to bake that one. Alrighty, so while I am doing this next pizza, comment down below and let me know what are your favorite pizza toppings. Like I said before, mine are definitely spinach and mushrooms, but I am also a pineapple and Canadian bacon fan as well. Alrighty, and here is our finished pizza. So now I'm going to cut it and serve it. I hope you guys try this recipe. Comment and let me know if you do and how it turned out. And thanks again for stopping by my channel and watching this video. If you liked what you saw here today, just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And then let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to see on my channel. I can do more baking, I can do cooking, and I'm open to trying new recipes. So if there's anything you want me to try, I will definitely do that for you. And thank you again for stopping by my channel. Alright guys, have a blessed day. Bye!